Today we're going to look at a quick tutorial of how to use the TV Explorer. So first, open the TV Explorer using the link you see below this video. Now the Television Explorer is a collaboration with the Internet Archive's Television News Archive to allow keyword search of the closed captioning of a huge selection of channels, including ones like CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News going back a decade. So this is the main TV Explorer interface. We can up here we see data set. So this actually we can change out to other search to other tools. So not just the TV Explorer, but some of our other tools. But we're going to go ahead and leave this in the TV Explorer. Outputs. So this is where you can run a particular keyword or compare multiple keywords. We're going to leave this right now for summary. And now we type in our keyword. Now this is an exact match. So this is not, you can't type in a keyword and get, the different forms of it, like plural and so on. You have to type in it. So here, let's say we want inflation. We type in inflation or inflationary. So we have to type in each of the words we want. Time period, we can look back the full decade or look for a particular time period. We can choose the channels we want to search. So here we're going to leave it at CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News. But you can see just all the different channels that are accessible here for search. And then we can say, now by default, it displays it as, it basically counts up the number of mentions and shows those as a percentage of all the airtime. So in other words, if we want inflation, that shows us what percentage of the airtime on that given day mentioned the word inflation. Here instead, we want the actual number of mentions, the total count. So we're going to choose raw here. Date resolution, we can ask it to look at resolution. Here, we're just going to kind of leave it automatic. Scroll down here and just say create summary. So essentially what we're doing here is we're counting up how many times per month, in this case by default, how often. So basically, since 2009 to present, over the past 10 years, a little bit over 10 years, by month, how often were the words inflation or inflationary mentioned across CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News? And we see that for most of the past decade, inflation really didn't get a lot of attention there. But then we can see it starts off. We can see really in March of 2021, it starts to increase a little bit. And then we can see May of 2021, it soars, it skyrockets on Fox News. We can see CNN and MSNBC increased just a little bit, but it's really Fox News dominating this. From May until really sort of October, we can see it's really November. November, Fox News kind of reached this peak, and CNN and MSNBC now begin covering it. So you can see it's really half a year that Fox News was alone in covering it. And then we can see continually Fox News has been mentioning it more than the others. But then we can see starting in November, all the channels begin decreasing. So again, this ability to trace that over time. This is right below as a stream graph. So same timeline, just represented as a stream graph, which you can sometimes make it a little bit, certain patterns a little bit clearer. Then we can go down a little bit further. And this shows us how many mentions by channels. That's channel breakdown. So we can see Fox News has mentioned this almost as much as CNN and MSNBC combined. So again, very Fox News centric. Below that, this gives me the top 10 shows that have dominated most of the mentions here. So we can see this particular show, this is 4% of all mentions of inflation over the past decade. We look at this, it's a lot of personality-driven shows that are dominating. This is really powerful to look at. Is any particular show dominating? Not really, it's kind of split across these, but they're mostly personality-driven shows. So it tells us this is a topic that's getting a lot of sort of opinion programming devoted to it. And then we can see, things like Bernanke. We can see a lot of these, government. A lot of those kind of terms are showing up there. Gasoline. So these are basically the words that are showing up a lot alongside inflation. And then finally, we can see clips. So this is the most recent clips mentioning inflation. And you can click on each and every one of these. You can see the clip. You can see kind of the context there. Click on this, and you'll go to the Internet Archive site and actually play that clip there. We can go up back to the top. We can click modify search. We can run another search. Let's say we want Ukraine. We can do Ukraine or Ukrainian or Zelensky here. So again, typing in the different words you want, hit enter. And again, we'll run this search here. And here we can see Ukraine. It really didn't get much attention until recently. Now, here I can see it really peaked in March, during early days of invasion. We can see how much it's dropped off. Now I can click and drag over this period to actually zoom into that period. So here I can actually see day by day. You can see the time resolutions automatically zoomed in for me. So we can see this peak, and then we can see this rapid fall off there. And here we can see, again, the stream graph makes it a little bit clearer. Here, we can also see online news coverage, and we can see a very similar pattern there. We can see CNN has covered a lot more than its peers. We can see, again, a lot of kind of a mixture here of personality and news-driven programming. And again, we can click on each of these and actually go out to that clip. So again, this really powerful way of basically searching television news to understand what are the topics it's covering. So again, try out the Television Explorer and go from there. Thank you so much.